Boys, glad to be back. Goodfellas Podcast, episode 156. It's your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. And I got my main man with me. Boxing First Vlog is in the building. What's going on, bro?
Oh man, just trying to survive the madness of the world. Keeping my ear in these boxing streets. Back, glad to be back. Chime in with the folks. I know they done missed us. I missed them.
Yes,
so let's
sir.
get it in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like all top before we even get started, man. Everybody that reached out, man, and just showed love. It just showed it was, it's deep in boxing with us. You know what I'm saying, man? So big shout out to everybody. I haven't had a chance to really hit nobody up. I will be doing that tomorrow because I got off. So just everybody to hit me up. I'm tapping your line. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna rap, man. But big shout out to everybody, man. Big shout out to VP Shane, man. We got Brendan Smith in the building, man. Big shout out to you, bro. What's going on with you? It's gonna be a little different today, man, because when I say my ear has not been in these boxing streets, they have not been in these boxing streets at all. And I'm gonna tell you how long it's been since I've been in these boxing streets. The last time I was paying attention to these boxing streets, it was the last show was Broner and Hank Lundy. That's the last time we've been on. The world done went around twice since that happened, bro. Like straight up, man. My bro, Chris G in the building, man, said, "Yo, I'm glad you here, man. Big shout out to you, bro, man. I got your message. We definitely gonna rap. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rap, chop it up. We definitely gotta talk Plant and Benavidez too, man. Like we gonna chop it up.
That's what I was gonna ask real quick. You know what I mean? Everybody, the fellas in the chat, like which one they looking forward to so far? Like, you know what I mean? It's still kind of early in the year, but what's on your radar? Which one that's standing out for me? I got one coming up this weekend that I'm. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm this Laura Wood fight. I'm really keyed in on this one, man. I think Lee could pull it off, bro. I like think Lee could pull it off, bro. I think he like pull it off, bro. Man. But yeah, that one's on my radar. Obviously, Harrison Zoo that's on the radar. I mean, Harrison got a chance if he. You know how when you're an OG, you get that one last like Bernard Hopkins, that shining moment in your career. Like, yo, we always, knew that he had that moment. Like he did it once in the Charlo situation, but it was kind of questionable. You know what I mean? Even though he shined, he did some good things in that fight. I still thought, Charlo edged it, but that's neither here nor there. But in this situation, you coming off that bad performances against was it Peralta, I believe.
Yeah.
I do think he might be able to muster something up. You got some time to kind of emotionally recover from things that's been going on with the family. You know what I mean? Yeah. Going out of country. You know what I mean? That is ain't that in Australia? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
That's going out of country could, you know what I mean, could give you a little boost. You know what I mean? You're a road warrior. You got to really step up and shine. You got to do something dramatic to pull off this victory in the board. So, that's another one on my radar. So that'd be like the second fight on my radar. But it's a couple of them, man. I just wanted to see what was on you guys' radar.
Yeah, man. That's a good one, bro. Like that's a good one. I'm looking forward to that one too. I think Lee Wood can definitely win that fight. I think he can definitely win that fight for sure. Hold on. All right, there we go. Matter of fact, we in a good mood today. Hold on. We got the wait a minute. Where's the goddamn intro? Where's the intro? Here we go. Let's get the intro out the way real quick. Let's get it out the way. Hey, bro, I seen you scrunching your face on that Boots counter shot. That joke was vicious, bro. That joke was vicious, man.
You know, I'm never surprised by anything that man does right now, but it
Straight
still
up.
make you know, lift your eyelid up like, ooh, did I
Yeah,
really see that?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Chris G said, I got tickets. I'll be in the building for Plant Benavides. Chris G was probably the first one in line for them joints, man. Like, he was there with the cameraman and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up. Big shout out to Chris G. Brendan Smith, he said, I'm sorry, bringing dead kids into it is wrong. Brendan, you missed me on that. What happened with that? Who you talking about? I don't know who brought up some dead kids. Like, that's crazy. It said Benavides family took it too far. Oh, you talking about Benavides? Ooh. Chris G. Harrison Zoo is gonna be a good one. Bro, let me speak
Can
on
I
that real quick. Oh,
yeah, real quick
go
though?
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
That undercard is not looking very stellar. I thought they should have maybe filtered out a little bit more with the Zoo family. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
putting Nikita on that car against better competition, obviously.
It,
For the names that they have in Australia, I don't think they pulled it together for that card. I think they didn't want the other names to steal too much limelight from Zoo, but you actually want to make money off of it too. You see what I'm saying? You want it to be a profitable event, so I
do you
thought they
think it
could
was a
have
rush
filtered out a little
job?
bit.
You think it
I
was a rush
actually
job?
think a rush job. I actually think it was because obviously everybody was looking for the unification situation, and
Mm-hmm.
it kind of fell apart and they just threw something together real quick, I guess. But I thought it was a couple more names, maybe couple heavyweights could have been on there, just to really draw that hardcore boxing crowd out of there, and not just like, I guess, your sort of Instagram Zoo type of fans or whatever. Because again, it's an
Right.
interim fight. I'm sure not a lot of people got Harrison name at the tip of their tongue down there, so they're not really clamoring to see him lose per se, or paying to see him lose. So I don't know.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I'm no matchmaker or
I,
anything like that, but just
I,
as a guy that pays for these fights from time to time, it's not something I'm looking to definitely, set the budget up for.
Yeah, I'm actually pulling up the schedule now because I'm not
Yeah, I was on the
familiar.
gram
I
the other
told you
day. I ain't been posting, but I still be on the gram.
yeah, like I ain't like I said, I ain't been in these boxing streets, but I actually want to look at this. So we have this is Tony Harrison's was basically the box rec. So we got Sam Goodman and TJ Doheny. Um Let me see. That's Super Bantam. Ben Mahoney's on the card. That's I see what you mean, bro. Unieski
I only know who
Gonzalez.
Goodman is. I don't know who the
Yeah,
Sam Dahani dude is. I've seen Goodman fight a few times because they want to. That's one of the my followers that I got on the gram.
yeah,
So I stay
yeah.
tuned in with Aussie boxing.
Oh, Zoo is on here. Nikita Zoo.
Oh, they got him
Nikita
on it
Zoo.
finally.
Yeah,
He wasn't on.
yeah,
He wasn't on the picture then. See, I seen the
yeah,
banner where
yeah.
they
Nikita
put.
Zoo is on here.
Oh, they should have put him.
Um,
He should be maybe closer towards the main card, bro. They got
yeah,
him on the undercard.
I see what you mean with the
No
undercard.
Maloney,
It's a little
was it a Maloney on there? They could have
nah.
pulled a Maloney, put him on there. Like they could have done something with more of the recognizable names from
Yeah,
across this way. You see what I'm saying? Definitely a Maloney, one of Maloney brothers could have,
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean, pulled together a quick little 8 round, 10 round fight against, you
yeah.
know.
Or even a 6 round joint.
Well, no, I think they too deep in their career for that, but
No,
just
what's the heavyweight? What's my man in Fort Fury? He had like 2 straight 6 round fights to stay busy.
oh
Um,
well, I guess
what's
if
my
you
man name? That cut Fury real bad. Um,
it wasn't Otto, was it?
Otto Wallen. Yeah, he had two fights, like two of his last like 4 fights.
Legit
Yeah, they
record.
6 round joints. Yeah,
Wow.
6 round joints. Hold on.
Okay. I mean, guess you gotta stay busy. You know what I'm saying? Rent still
It's
due.
it's it's risky. It's risky as
Yeah,
hell.
it's
Like
definitely
hella
with
risky.
one of these younger cats or one of these unknown guys that catch you with something you wasn't expecting. Yeah, 6 rounder could cost you. if you got a sort of built up name like a Wallen dude, but like I said, Bill's still coming regardless of whether the big dogs want to see you or not.
Yeah, facts. Chris G said Harrison looked really good in his last fight. Chris G, look, this fight with Harrison and Zoo is crazy because I'm assuming Zoo is the favorite. I'm assuming.
Oh, obviously, he the bigger man.
Yeah,
the bigger man.
So the thing is, like, all underdogs ain't the same. Like Tony Harrison's a different type of cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not your typical underdog. Now with him, he always had that one moment where either A, he loses gas, you know what I'm saying? Tank on E, and he gets caught before he recoups, or it's a situation he just get too comfortable and he just, you know what I'm saying, he be admiring his work. If he can stay away from them two situations, he could outbox Zoo and give himself a chance to get robbed on the cards. That's
how I would expect that. That's what I expect. Yeah. Because to me, the X factor in that fight, Zoo is a horrible jabber. So if you can dominate that aspect right there and really, solidify, because if that stick is so active, it's undeniable. You see what I mean? Like, even the judges, the fans, the media members, they can't unacknowledge it. You see what I'm saying? So if that jab is going to be the key to me. If he's super duper active, sweeping the floor with this dude with the jab, I think that's going to be the one that can maybe draw a little attention when it comes to that judge, especially if he don't get clipped. If he can avoid that Zoo power.
Yeah, a good punch for Tony Harrison in this fight, and it's a minor shot, but it's going to be very important. Not off the jab, that check hook to make Zoo reset is going to be really, really important. Because a lot of guys throw that check hook and they either off balance or something like that. He needs to turn him. He needs to turn him a lot in this fight.
I see that, but I was thinking more 1-2 pivot, 1-2 back out, 1-2 sidestep. Because he used great movement in the Charlo fight, so does he still got that gas tank level to give a kind of plotter? Zoo's kind of a plotter. If you can, really sticking him, getting him to kind of, like you said, reset, but not so just to me with a check left hook, because that means you're throwing a lot of power. And if your movement isn't on point, you subject to a counter too.
Yeah,
I'm thinking more return shot.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like the sweeping check hook, kind of like the joint that Broner
spinning out the side door, spinning out the side door. Yeah, real legitimate check hook, not that fake phony shit.
Like, you got two types of check hooks. Like, you got that check left hook where it's a legit counter shot, and you either trying to get a guy to look for a shot or something like that. And then you got that check hook that's a sweeping check hook where it's some type of movement along with it, so you can give yourself proper space. It's a defensive check hook, right?
That's so if he can
add that, that's the one I'm expecting. I'm expecting that.
Because if he throws the counter, the unseen left hook that we talking about, where it's stationary, I think he could get countered, because I don't think he would have that power, in my estimation, that'll stop Zoo in his tracks. It's something that's an attention that where Jeff alluded to earlier, and I agree with that. But I don't know if Harrison got the power to just stay there and take a picture after.
Yeah, so, I think another thing with Tony Harrison, I think he should be throwing no more than 3 shots before he get back.
That's why I said the 1-2
back to his stick. 1-2 or 1-2-3, right back to the stick.
Yep, right back to the stick. Jabbing to the body a lot of jabs to the gut.
That chest area,
to the sternum. Just being busy with. I'm hitting him in the shoulder. I'm hitting his hands. I'm just jabbing like my jab. I should see at least 700 jabs from this dude in this fight.
Yeah, only time I want to see him throwing more than 3 shots is if he's extremely tight. He's like on the inside, and he kind of digging a little bit to the body. That's the only way I really accept it. But outside of that, it's 1-2s and just spin.
I'll be honest. If he could get him to curl up, If he can get him to, you know what I mean, open up a
Rip,
little bit. Yeah,
rip,
go ahead
yeah.
and give me a 4-piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
slip
yeah.
me in a 5-piece and then tie up or push off. Don't really just go for the gusto like you got him hurt type of thing, but you want to take advantage of that moment. Oh, he locked up. Oh shit, let's open up on him then.
All his combinations should end with some type of movement or defensive maneuver.
Pushing off, tying up.
Something, exactly.
Yeah.
Defensive responsibility is going to be extremely important in that fight.
Because we know the chin. We know the chin.
Yeah, he get caught.
We know the
You
chin.
already know. Facts.
And I respect Zoo Power.
Facts. Chris G said, nah, Brendan Smith, if Benavidez slapped Plant's baby mama, I'ma still support him. So Brendan Smith, Chris G, I'm assuming Benavidez and Caleb Plant, I guess they've been getting kind of personal or whatever. The one thing that I've learned watching boxing for so long, like when it's legit beef, you can't really say something's out of bounds. Like it's beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's beef. The only difference is like they're gonna get a chance to do it in the ring. But like outside of it, there's literally fights where dudes, it's legit beef. Like it's
can
like,
I be honest about this fight?
Go ahead, bro.
We getting it, but it was starting to be not Mayweather Pacquiao, obviously not Bud Spence, but it was almost that kind of fight that was should have happened already. And that's what I feel about it. Like this shit should have happened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in Plant. I don't care about the knockout. I still don't believe in him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just being honest, bro. I lost a lot of respect for the boy. You know, that showing against Canelo was almost WWE setup type shit, bro. Like, come on, man, pre-rehearsed. Like, I did that, you know, a lot of respect got lost from him. So I don't wish him no luck in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't give him no credit for the Darrell situation. You know, Darrell was definitely past his prime. Another fight that should have happened 3 years ago. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I don't expect no Hall of Fame-esque sort of bout in my estimation. I expect Plant to get beat the fuck up and knocked the fuck out. And it should have happened a long time ago. We should have got a younger Benavidez to really put this dude ass and get him up out of there because he's still pillow hands, bro. You know what I'm saying? I need glove inspection from this dude. I need something because that right there. Come on, bro. Stop, bro. You ain't not nobody clean out like that in 10 years, bro. Now all of a sudden, you ain't never hit Canelo like that one time in that fight. Did you ever sit down on a punch on Canelo? You know what I'm saying? So I man, and then they coming out with dolls of this dude. This dude got a little fucking doll. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, come on, bro. Yeah, bro. This dude got a little G.I. Joe looking action figure and shit, bro. I mean, I seen that shit on the gram. I'm like, this dude is a clown, bro. This dude is a real clown, bro. So this fight should have happened a long time ago. And when I brought up fights on my radar, I didn't bring this one up.
Yeah, it's gonna be I expect Benavidez to win the fight. I just think the offense is just gonna be too overwhelming at the end of the day. And anybody that's kind of turned off by Plant after the Canelo performance, like I can totally respect that. The one thing I will say about Caleb Plant that I do respect is a lot of dudes would get that bag and they just go out into the abyss. You don't hear from him no more. The one thing he did do is he did come down to the city, you know, trying to work out some kinks and trying to get some things right behind the scenes. You know, trying to improve himself. So I respect him for that because I'm like, if you want to get yourself right, there's a few places that you need to come to, and Philly's one of those places. So you know, he could have chose other spots to go to, but he came here in the trenches. So I respect that. I just think Benavidez is the better fighter. Like, I just think he's the better fighter. Now, I ask you this, Vlog. If Plant beats Benavidez, how big of an upset is that for you?
Buster Mike.
Timestamp. That's 20 minutes. That's my first timestamp since being back.
Being
Man, you
honest,
don't think that's a little harsh, bro?
Nah, bro, dude, bro, you can't give me the plant Canelo and then turn around and be this world beater with Darrell. I'm if you told me which one do I believe more in, I believe more in the plant Canelo, because again, opposition puts you in what sort of role you gonna be in. He's not no monster in there against Canelo. He's not no monster in there against Benavidez. He's not a monster against other monsters. Against the old dog, not the big dog. No disrespect to my dude, but you the old dog, and you got taken advantage of by a little bit younger version, a little bit of dude that kind of sharpen up things in the city. And big shout out to the city. You know what we do to the dudes. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We tighten you up real quick in the city. You feel me? That being said, though, I just don't believe in them, bro. I just gotta be honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I seen you struggle against Ukinzaki. You didn't put Ukinzaki, you dropped him, but Ukinzaki, juice or no juice, he was still he was still coming forward. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know what I mean? Just saying, bro.
Yeah. I think watching that fight against Darrell, I think it was more so. To be honest with you, I think it was more so of a stamp on Breadman, who was training them in that fight. And I think a lot of people don't realize how good of a trainer Breadman is because they don't know him outside of J Rock. But in the city, he's one of the tacticians. He's one of the guys that studied under, brother Nazim Richardson, and he comes from that cloth, and he's extremely good at what he does. So I looked at the Darrell win as more of like an introduction of how good Breadman is. Now, Breadman being in his corner, it's gonna obviously, give Plant a better chance from a strategy standpoint. But we're gonna see what happens in that fight, man. Like I just think Benavidez, I think he's one of the top 5 offensive fighters in the sport. Like his O is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna take. Plant's not gonna be able to circle the ring and keep distance and all this and all that. You can't do that against Benavidez. At some point, he's gonna have to draw that line and stand.
What I need to know is, what is that ring size? Is it gonna be standard? Is they trying to do something to supplement this boy's movement? Because I actually thought that Canelo ring was kind of big. I look back at that ring size, that was kind of big.
It first and to cap into that, Plant wanted the bigger ring, obviously, and
they had to give him something. But so I think they're gonna do the same thing in this one. They're gonna give him something.
Salute the Canelo because he gave it to him. No arguments.
Well, Canelo knew he was gonna track this pillow hand dude down. This dude must have had a roll of nickels in his gloves when he stopped Darrell, bro. Because I need this. I need the after fight inspection.
That shot was clean though. That shot was clean.
Yeah,
it was clean.
Yeah, okay. I hear you.
It was clean.
That was your first clean shot in your whole career? That was your first clean shot in your whole career. You ain't never done that before. I'm just saying, bro. Man. No one trains you to do that in one fight, bro. Shout out to Breadman. No disrespect. I'm just saying, bro. This dude is, I don't know, bro. I have no faith in his future to be a representative at 168 to pull off some Hall of Fame sort of set. I just don't, I don't believe him. Okay. Ain't the great white hype to me.
Conrad, I said, what's up? The Kings are back, man. Big shout out to Conrad Boxing, man. That's my guy, man, for sure, man. Big shout out to you. Willie G in the building, man. Say, what's up, fellas? Willie G, what's up with you, bro? Chris G, Benavidez, undercard, Joey Spencer versus Jesus Ramos. That's a good fight. Spencer he could lose that fight. He could lose that fight.
Spencer's gonna get a dog walk.
He can lose that fight.
The young boy is a monster, homie.
Bro, that's a Chris G. That's a legit undercard, bro. That is a legit undercard.
Man, both of them dudes is gonna get dog walk.
Crowley versus Abel Ramos and Jose Valenzuela versus Chris Cope. That is a
Man,
now
I'm about to tell you, the Mexicans is about to have a goddamn Independence Day. They go undefeated.
Bro, listen.
Go undefeated. I don't know Venezuela Mexican, but I'm just saying they go undefeated, bro. I don't see a name on that motherfucker that's pulling an upset against none of them dudes. The only one that might be on the back leg of their career would be Abel, but he been in some wars, and I still think my dude is capable of being a top contender, you know what I mean, a prime name for title contention type of thing. But it's monsters there, bro. Crawley is trash.
Listen. Can you please get on the backstory on Crawley, please? There's a backstory between
this dude. Don't nobody know this dude. He from
nobody
Canada.
knows it. Nobody, right.
So I try to holler at the boy and shit. You know what I mean? He tell me he gonna hit me back, wooty woo. I'm like, well, bro, you know what I mean? You got the fight coming up. You know, jump on the channel, talk with us and shit. We gonna get you out there. The boy acting like he's so big because he got the PBC deal. He never get back to me. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I like one of his jaws and shit, and the motherfucker had me unfollowed on the gram. I'm like, oh, you playing like that? Like you taking time to make me like unfollow you? Like what? I'm like, bro, what? You doing too much, bro. I asked you for one interview, and I hit you up one more time, and I left it at that. Now you doing too much, bro. Same thing with the boy Tagu. You know what I mean? You get these dudes names, a little fire, a little steam. You sprinkle a little bit on them, and now these dudes acting like they you know they the princes and they the kings of boxing. You doing too much, bro.
We was talking about the Crowleys and the Tagus of the world before they hit the TV screen.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about, bro. You didn't make it to PBC and still I brought your name up on this channel. What is you doing, bro? Why you being disrespectful? You from Canada. Don't nobody know you outside of getting beat up by Floyd Mayweather for $1,500 a week. Bro, come on, bro. Stop it, bro. You fighting out your weight class. You struggling. Hopefully 154. This is a 154 fight, because if it's 147, he fighting a bigger dude and he gonna get demolished.
Is that a 154 fight?
I hope it's, because that's the only chance he got it to be able to put some weight on, to be able to sustain that pressure that Abel puts on you. He's not the boxer that fight that was it Rocha that pulled that upset against Abel? Whoever pulled that upset, they was able to kind of deal with the power that Abel Ramos brings to the table. I forget the young boy name, but they gave it to him. I don't think he won the fight. Santa Maria.
Oh yeah, like Luke Santa Maria.
It was one of them.
But you know, me and him got a backstory too.
Yeah, see, but these dudes acting like they bigger than what they are, bro.
Let me hold on. My issue's not with Luke Santa Maria. It's his representative. So I reached out, right? Was like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to get him on the show. And this is when he had no fight lined up, no nothing. Like nothing was popping, nothing. I just wanted to talk to him. And you know, whoever's running his account or whatever said, hey, I need for you to send me how long you want the interview to be, and I need for you to send the questions over. Like, send the questions over. I'm like, I ain't sending no questions over. I said, I don't even know what I'm gonna ask him. I said, I don't know what I'm gonna say on this show. I'm like, we get on here and just let it rip. You know what I'm saying? Bro. So he was like, yo, if you can't send me no questions, then he not coming on. I was like, click. I was like,
bro, this is not pre-scripted, bro. Yeah, we don't have no big production and all of this. We just live dudes. We talk the game, and we love to include the actual combatants into this conversation that us paying fans are able to share with the world via the social media shit. So chime in with us, promote yourself through us. What's the problem?
Right.
I'm not trying to take your whole day. I ain't trying to get into your paycheck, and next thing you know, I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm on your bill tab. I ain't trying none of that.
Bro, we done had people on the show that been on TV, live title shots, affiliated with some of the top dogs in the world, man. Like, so it's just like, if we offering you an opportunity to get yourself out there a little bit more, Why not? Like, and it's not like we asking for like 2-3 hours of your time. Get on here, jump on for a half. You know what I'm saying? And we good, man. It's just like, and it's not, and it's okay for them to say no. It's just
No,
how
yeah,
you
but
say it. How
yeah,
you
it's how
say it.
you say it. It's how you. That's my
You know what I'm
thing. It's
saying?
like I'm cool. That's why I kind of really took a step back on the social media. Plus, I've been extra busy with the gig. But that being said,
Yeah.
though, bro, it kind of almost takes a little bit of appreciation for the sport away from you, because these dudes don't appreciate us fans as much as they may seem to when the lights is on them and the big cameras is in their face. They act like
Yeah.
they hella thankful, but really
And
behind the scenes, they we
yo,
ain't shit to these motherfuckers,
and
to
you
be
know the
honest. That's
thing,
what I think.
and you know the thing that's crazy, man. Like at the end of the day, if you ever run into them and you mention it, the only thing they're gonna say is they don't run their social media. And you can't really say nothing after that.
That's what
Like, you
that's
know
what
what I mean?
Tagu would
Like, you
say to
can't
me.
say
If
nothing
I
after
ever
that.
bumped this dude and could get a translator to be, I mean, I never know you reached out, like,
Yeah, see, like, and then you be like, you
bro,
kind
they
of feel
know who
bad, but
you
then
are because
they
of
know
me.
who we are. They know who we are.
They
Like,
know
straight up.
this because, bro, can you tell them they just stole from us? Can you
Who?
tell them they just stole the fight from us? Did we
Oh,
not
yeah,
sit
yeah, yeah, yeah.
here
Yo,
and put
listen.
that card together?
So let me I gotta find out what podcast that was, but the Emmanuel Tagu fight that's coming up, was it in April? I want to say April. I think it's coming up April 8th, and he's fighting Keyshawn Davis, right?
Bro, we sat right here and put that fight together.
Vlog and I put the whole goddamn card together. We said, listen, put Shakur up now. We said against Nicotalia. That's what we
Which is the
said.
same. He just
We're
moved up to
saying,
135. Both of them
yeah,
just moved up.
right. And then we said Keyshawn Davis versus Tagu. And we literally was like, who's gonna win that fight between Keyshawn Davis and Tagu? We mentioned that maybe about 2 to 3 months before they announced this.
Bro,
Two
they
to three
stealing.
months.
They out here stealing and not
Straight
giving no credit,
hijacking.
bro.
Straight
The
high. And
dude,
we got hold on, and we got the venue right. And we got
bro,
the
the
venue
dude
right.
running around in this country getting a bag, and nobody had no respect for him being an IBO lightweight champion. And
Bro,
I respected that.
and
I brought his name up. I checked
so
on his record.
let
These
me
motherfuckers that's using him now, they only know about the dude because I did the homework.
let me say this real quick. So the thing that's crazy is after the Tagu lost to Ryan Garcia, Keyshawn Davis' name started popping. So this is how the conversation started, and this is how we came up with the card. So I'm like, yo, like the Shakur Stevenson John, they did, they sold 10, 10 grand was in the, 10,000 was in the building.
In the
I was
building.
like, it's a good look. I was like, they need to double that right back. And we bought up Keyshawn. I said the same two guys in the main event and the co-main event. So we like, damn, what opponents, what opponents? And I'm like, bro, Keyshawn ain't never faced a mover. I'm like, Tiger would be a good look. And Vlog was like, yo, that would be a good look. And at the time, we was going back and forth on whether Tagu should wait for a bigger opportunity. And I'm like, I don't know if he gonna get it. So we settled on it and was just like, you know what? That would be a good co-main. And we had that like three. I promise you, I'm gonna track down that podcast and I'm gonna actually like run it back, like date it and all that, man. But they definitely watching though, like for sure. Brennan Smith, I'm from South. I believe Plant will win. Bro, put some money on it. J7, what's going on, bro? He said I got David. Super great fight though. I just think Benavidez' offense is just like.
No, is
Go ahead.
anybody not thinking this fight should have already happened? Like,
Oh,
is
I
it
agree.
me?
I agree. I
Like,
agree.
is it me?
About 2 years ago.
I would say 3 almost, bro. I think this fight should have happened when I was in the studio, and that was like damn near 3-4 years ago, like 3. So yeah, this should have happened after the Kazaki fight. He had the little situation with the the little court sort of thing and whatnot, a little booger sugar situation. We get that. Clean yourself up. Get right back to it. That being said, what's the holdup? Why? Big fights for this dude in between. A lot of Sunday night sort of fight cards, and I'm like, this Benavidez is a pound for pound guy that you're not marketing right, bro. He has little weight
Yeah.
issues. What big dudes don't have some weight issues?
Yeah.
From time to time. You know, Pops got on him. They got it right.
Yeah, I think I think the fight should have happened already, but
and I'm not just being this way because they in my backyard. You know, we share the same backyard. You know, shout out to the Valley. You dig? That being said, I just understand that this dude should have been mentioned on the pound for pound list some years ago, especially after the comeback, clean things up. You know, you get your second chance. You know, you've been on the straight and narrow, everything been good. Now getting a little wicked in the streets with the mouthpieces and the back and forth. You know, that's going to happen from time to time. But in general, I think he's been on clean cut, straight narrow, performing in the ring. And doing his part as far as being a boxer and pleasing the fans. Why is his name not being mentioned in the pound for pound?
Like, why? I think he beats Plant. You definitely gotta have a debate about that. It's the pound for pound list hasn't really been this thick like in a minute. There's a lot of guys that can make a legit case to be in that top 10, but it's but I think boxing's kind of top heavy. I think it's kind of top heavy right now.
Yeah, the big names are always the guys that get the pub for having the skills. Like your promotion is a big part of why, if you're even mentioned on a pound for pound list.
Yeah,
even division to division.
I think pound for pound should be reevaluated like every 3 months. I think every 3 months. Yeah.
Because you could have skills but don't have the names to support that talent. Does not take away from them skills in my estimation. That's why I brought up Tagu from some years ago when we was having that discussion.
Yeah, so like I feel like when you having that discussion, you got to take care of the criteria first before you had a discussion. Like
we don't normally do. When we do, we don't break down. This is gonna be it. It should be a minimum of 3, maybe 4 joints. Y'all can all agree on whoever's in the discussion and be like, yeah, that's what we looking for. Let's go from there.
Yeah. And then you got your dark horses too. That's like they're not there yet, but you know they hella close.
That's what I was trying to do in that discussion when we was talking about the kings of the division. I'm trying to find that guy that's off the radar, but is a respectable guy based on his performances and accomplishments. So I thought I found that guy, gave him a little steam, and he act like he don't know who the OG is now. But if I ran into him in the parking lot, you'd be like, okay, that's I bet you recognize me.
Hey, listen, Tagu, you still got an opportunity to come on here and then get it and make it right. You know what I'm saying?
So, I even defended the dude when his peoples was getting at him when he went home and they was talking about he was acting big-headed. I said, bro, when you get a little change, that's what happens. So y'all cut him a break. I remember I did a video on that shit.
Yeah, I remember that. Brennan Smith said David is not a good man. I can't, and his family are not good people. I can't go for them. Brennan, that may be the case, but I still like Benavidez to win the fight. It's about them skills in that ring, man.
Bro, and it's all you got to look at it this way, B. Smith. It's psychological too, bro. Boxing is a mental warfare before the build-up, especially a fight like this, a big main event card fight. The limelight's gonna be there. We just had the Super Bowl. We coming right back door with another big event. Folks coming back into town. It's gonna be a lot of clamoring around this event. So you doing the mental, you throwing mental shots right now, bro. You got this dude, probably at the house punching holes in the wall. So his fist gonna come in softer than table butter. So you know what I'm saying? So you never know what the jabbering can be doing behind the scenes, bro.
That table butter that's been sitting out for 2 days in the butter dish. That joint super stuff. You know what I'm saying? He said, Brennan Smith said, don't believe in no one at the end of the day. Chris G, for me, the best case scenario, if I see a sub 6-round stoppage for Benavidez, could happen. I could see that happening. I can see it happening. My God, Toby, what's going on, Toby?
What up?
He said, who we talking about?
Just fights on the radar, but Benavidez and them stole the conversation. But we just talking about what's on your radar.
Yeah, you know what fight is on the radar for you, Toby?
Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, as far as this Benavidez situation, I could see Brendan. I could see that. It's fighters that you can have legitimate dislike for certain moves that they made. And that's an honest way to be. He's being honest about that. I get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm overlooking that personal stuff because of what his opponent has shown me. So I'm judging what you're gonna give me in the ring, and I gotta go with this. And I can't, bring their personal things to make my judgment.
I
but
think
he
they
has,
got.
So
I mean, I'm like, man, if it's beef, it's beef, man. Like,
it's beef. You know what I mean? They got to settle
what
that
it
in the
is.
ring,
Like,
where you rarely get to do that and get paid for it.
And get paid for it. That's the beauty of boxing, man. Chris G, Jesus Ramos, Mexican. Abel Ramos, Mexican. Jose Valenzuela, Mexican.
Oh, he's
David
Mexican.
Benavidez
Okay, I
is
wasn't
half
sure.
Mexican, but he's called the Mexican Monster. Vlog is right. They will have an Independence Day. It's looking like it, bro. It's looking like it. My God, man. YSM Sports Media said, "Welcome back, man." Hey, man. I appreciate you reaching out, man. I gotta catch up with you, man. Like I was telling Vlog when we first started, man. I said my last podcast was Broner and Hank Lundy. That's how long it's been. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just
I mean,
it's crazy. Life happens.
Put you on a detour for a second,
man.
You just gotta get back on track when the road clear up.
I landed a right hook during my absence. I'll talk to you about that off camera, but you're saying that next of my, you know what I mean, straight up. Chris G said if they go undefeated, Abel Ramos and Jose Valenzuela both are Mexican born. Okay, Chris G. Actually, all of them are Mexican descent, and the only one Mexican born is Jose Valenzuela. Okay, Chris G. bringing the knowledge up in here. Brendan Smith, Ugas won every round against Ramos. What the hell you saying?
What you mean?
I
never hold on. I got to defend myself when I spoke about Abel. He is a dude that has fought out of that weight. That 147 was not the business for him. He's a bigger frame guy. He need that 154. So I'm hoping this one is at 154, bro, because 147 is actually his nephew lane. So you don't want to be in the same lane as your kinfolk. And it's not your natural weight as an older fighter now. Now he's an elder statesman, especially in that family situation, that dynamic. So losing a fight, or even Ugas was giving him the business, to me, that was some years ago when definitely I believe he was having a weight situation where he was at 147. He should have been at 154, where his power could have showed out.
Hey, Brennan, let me add on to that, man. Like with Ugas and Ramos, like it was a perfect matchup for Ugas based on what was going on at the time. So when you talk about Ramos was floating between 54 and 47. But when a guy is floating between 54 and 47, if they have that bad night, it's going to be at the lower weight, not at the higher weight. You know what I'm saying? Because they're crunching down. It's kind of hard to play 47 and 54 because not only is the body types different, but the fighting styles is different. Your 147s don't fight like your 154s. It's a different dynamic. You understand what I'm saying? So,
but we
when he did what he had to do, like, don't get me wrong.
We complain about the fighters and how these promotions treat these fighters. Here's a dude doing what the promotion is asking of him, and we not giving him no credit for pulling that off. He still went to work that night, whether it was out of his league. You know what I mean? He a VHR dude, and they got him working on DVDs. He still went tried to get the DVDs printed and put out. So you sometimes you gotta. I get your point. That's a fight he lost, legitimate. I remember that fight. That being said, though, we taught this a whole nother night, bro. This a whole nother beast, bro. None of them names that was on that screen, Spencer, the boy Colbert. Man, coming off of that, what he just went through mentally, he is primed against a Mexican monster. Come forward, dude. Valenzuela ain't no dancer. He ain't nobody that's gonna go out there and play. He coming to work. Hard hat, boots tied up, shovel, pickaxe. These dudes is in trouble, bro.
Bro, that's a nice ass undercard, bro. I'm gonna keep it all. I'm gonna keep it
of the year so far.
I'm getting ready to say, man, to keep it all the way solid. I'm going back to last year, and I'm like, what undercards I've seen actually better than that? And I'm talking top to bottom. That's a real solid.
Oh shit! Let me see what card was top to bottom that can compare
That
to this,
was
just
top
based
of
on
that's
the
a legit
matchups.
joint.
You got different matchups. You got some brothers. You got white boy. You got we got the race situation going on, so the matching up is perfect. You're looking at the area, just back door to Mexico, right here in Arizona. So the essays is out here. They coming to the house, so I mean it's perfectly set up. To be honest, I gotta be honest. If somebody could pull it off, Colbert could probably do it based on the talent level.
Colbert, his night where he lost, bro. It's
hard to come back from. I ain't gonna lie.
It's hard to come back from, but it's still a mystery because usually when guys like that lose, they'll just say that it was just a bad night. Like it wasn't even the opponent had like just an unbelievable night. Like the guy just had a bad night. Colbert's situation is different though, because not only did he lose, most guys like that when they take a loss, like their heart is not checked after the fight. They just had a bad night. With Colbert, he had a bad night and his heartbeat got checked. You understand what I'm saying? So his situation is a little different. So he's the biggest wild card of that event because you don't know what you're gonna get from him. Like the talent's there, but I'm like mentally, this game is 90% mental. If you mentally not right,
if you look at the Spencer situation, his business is to try to toe to toe and land something. But at the same time, that's the actual most dangerous situation for him to be in because he's definitely not the faster between the two. Not that Ramos is Sugar Ray Leonard with the hands or nothing. But he's edgier, faster with the combination punching.
Yeah.
Spencer wings a lot. That's going to be danger when you got a compact puncher like Ramos.
Bro, is it just me or Spencer's not a tall guy, but a lot of his shots are shoulder wide. Like
who he punches like? Kirkland. That's who he reminds me. He punches wide, strong puncher. Them jaws hurt, but if they come in slow.
Does it look like, because I've seen Joey Spencer a couple of times, and he gives the impression like his shots are compact when they're really not. No. Like it seems like he winged a lot of his shots. Maybe that's the shoulder.
You see why how big he is upper body. He punches from the shoulders.
His punches is like here, but when you see the guys that have the natural power, they're fluid in terms of their boxing. Everything is compact and it's a snap. Like it's not winging like this. It's just
a whipping. You're like a whip.
Is a whip.
He's whipping.
Yeah, he's whipping when. I'm like a shorter guy like him. I'm thinking it'd be more like a quick twitch. Like that quick twitch is like this. You know what I'm saying? He goes, it's almost like a wind up.
Like he's trying to knock everybody out with every single shot.
Yeah. So I want to see him get more quick twitch as far as his shots because he has the frame to do real good compact work.
And I want to see if he can fight going backwards. That's what we about to find out. If he can fight going backwards. I ain't never really seen him press. I done probably seen this dude at least 7 times already. I've never seen him press. Again, those were the early days. Obviously, he built to be the favorite, that sort of situation. So now we're in a situation, bro, where somebody bringing the fight to you and not waiting for you to bring the fight to them because you're the quote unquote headliner.
I'm looking forward to that card, bro. That's gonna be crazy. Brendan Smith, he said David had a chance to fight against Arthur and didn't do it, and they had a chance to have this fight before and didn't do it. He is not a pound for pound, and he's bad as a crackhead. Hey, hold on. Listen. Hold on, real quick. Brennan, are you the same person that says like Devin Haney's not a good dude? Is Brennan that's
the
one that
Brennan,
be saying that? Okay. All right. He said Japanese.
We know who B is. These is all our regulars, bro. They was the only ones that'll be waiting for us to jump on.
Yeah,
our regulars, bro.
Right.
So they seen it. Oh, them the fellas. They back in talking their shit. So we gonna let B have his moment right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you fanboy up right now. I can't argue with you.
He ain't had a chance to vent. He ain't had a chance to vent in a while, so we gotta let him vent. He said Japanese monster fight is what I'm looking forward to. That's gonna be a good one, man. Anui and my boy. That's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean?
But you in this backyard, bro. When you going over there, bro, it's when you doing that travel. Shout out to these dudes that's doing the Harrison included. You in for it, bro.
Bro,
you know
how
what was different about Haney doing that move?
Mm-hmm.
It's Haney.
Well,
it's Haney.
It's Haney.
You know what I'm saying? Harrison's no Haney, and the boy fighting the Nui is no Haney. Yeah, so I'm just saying.
But
good luck to those dudes taking them trips.
Yeah, Haney opponent was Cupcake Sweet too. We called that from the jump.
Cambosis was a snapping turtle, baby. He was out there. I'm gonna get you. You know that boy Cambosis his way to a title. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cambosis. Got the bag. Shout out Cambosis. I was pulling for him though, because I thought they was gonna get him in that Shelby fight. Yeah, I still remember that.
I like Cambosis, man.
The anticipation of that fight was like, bro, was like waiting for the lottery numbers, because I remember that shit to this day. I was like, damn, is they gonna steal this fight from this boy? Yeah. And they was trying to put it together over there.
Yeah, I like Cambosis, and when we speaking about that, it's no disrespect to Cambosis. It's Devin Haney's the worst possible matchup for Cambosis,
bro. Everybody,
from a pure boxing standpoint,
all the kings, that's what we're talking about. All the four kings that we anointed at that time were bad matchups for Cambosis. A Garcia fight would have been a bad matchup for Cambosis. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody tanked. All of them dudes at that time were just bad matchups for the dude that was the best, or the the undisputed guy at the time. Shit was or unified. It just was, all of them were bad matchups for him, regardless.
Chris G, he said if Ramos stepped on the gas, he could have won a lot more rounds against Ugas. He actually hurt Ugas a couple of times. So Chris, let me speak on that real quick, and we gonna keep it moving. As far as Ramos, vlog is exactly right. The times that he hurt Ugas sat there with him. He sat there with him, and he was able to get his shots off. But Ugas does a really good job of avoiding shots, but not giving up too much space. He's really, really good at that. You know what I'm saying? It takes a premier guy to catch up with Ugas and really put some hands on him. He's a good fighter. He's a really, really good fighter. And he was super sharp. He was super sharp that night. But I think Ramos didn't have a gas tank because he was just at that lower weight. You know what I'm saying? And his gas tank a lot better at 54 than it is at 47.
That's why I'm hoping this one is at 54. Bro.
We gotta check. We gotta check that. We gotta check that for sure. J7 in the building. He said fights I'm looking forward to: Wood versus Laura, Virgil Ortiz versus Stan Jonas, and Nui versus Fulton. Yeah, I like. To be honest with you, bro, I'm looking forward to all three fights. The Virgil Ortiz and Stan Jonas joint. I just think Ortiz is too big. I just think he's too goddamn big. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if this is like his last fight or one of his last fights at 47, man. Like, I don't think people realize how big he is.
Nah, bro. I think they could keep him right. And Stan Jonas is no Hooker. And Hooker was able to get off and keep the boy at bay with the jab. We know Stan Jonas got a jab. This is going to be a problem fight, bro. This is not going to be size. This is the biggest factor in this fight.
But let me tell you where I think the difference is between a Hooker and a Stan Jonas. Now, I'm not talking about talent at all. The thing with Hooker, when Hooker was getting off a little bit, he's a rangy guy, even though he was coming up from 40. So he was able to get off at different distances. We watched Stan Jonas' last fight against Batayev. He was in the phone booth right next to the telephone buttons. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he was right there in the booth. And Stan Jonas is gonna have to. I haven't seen Stan Jonas put in work, but be responsible in regards to distance and he's gonna have to be responsible in regards to distance against Virgil Ortiz, and we're gonna see what happens. But I like Stanionis, bro. If they was like if they was the same size, I would say Stanionis can beat Ortiz. I just think that size is gonna eventually catch up with him. That's a good fight.
Well, hey, fight. Let's put a quote on it right now. I got Stanionis for a quota.
You got Stanionis for a quarter. All right, we do that. Yeah. We'll take that.
Y'all heard it
for a quarter. That's official. Yeah, we'll take that. Chris G, remember also Valenzuela coming off a loss, 2, a stoppage, 1, but Colbert moving up to 135, and Valenzuela has been at 135. Chris, that's a good point. Like for Colbert to move up in weight coming off of that loss, you know what the backstory he's trying to give with that. He was drying himself out at 130. That's usually what guys do.
You was just fighting at 126 a couple years ago.
I know that. But I'm telling you, they will do things to psych themselves up to give themselves an excuse on why he had that night.
Well, I guess I kind of been hard on Colbert during the show a little bit, I guess, but I gotta salute him, bro. This is a solid fight. Even coming off a dude that quote may have coming off a loss, we know this dude is a banger. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a competitor at 135, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta respect him for even accepting a contract or looking for that contract. I don't know who set the fight or who called for it, but I think they called Colbert. I think PBC called Colbert,
and they said you got to go fight him.
Yeah, so him accepting the fight.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect that, and I think that's what makes
too. Joey Spencer too. Yeah, Joey Spencer deserves a lot of respect for accepting that because it's a loss. It's a guaranteed loss.
Hold on. You said no. I actually agree with you. I agree with you. I think Spencer's losing. I can't even bet you a quarter on that. I think Spencer's losing. Hold on. Brennan Smith said I just think the Japanese monster will win, but I want US too. But you never know. So Brennan, here's the thing. Like the thing with Cool Boy Steph, like what he did in the Figueroa fight, like he could lose if he fights that way against Inouye. Like he can't go in there sleeping like Inouye's he's just an athletic guy. Like no, like Inouye get busy. Inouye gets busy. Like he has a high IQ along with all that goddamn athleticism and power. So he can't go in there on no bullshit, but big shout out to Cool Boy Steph too for taking that risk. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I think guys are at a point now, like they more inclined to make those moves and travel out, to these fights because they looking at it like they in the streets like we are. They like, yo, if they ride me on these cars, these streets is gonna be so loud, man. Like you know what they need, bro? You know what they need in boxing, bro? They need a win column, a loss column, a draw column, and a robbery column.
Oh, how about this? A public view column. Yeah. A public view column. This is how the public saw the fight.
Yeah, they need to add
that
on
aspect. Because if you look at it, let's take the Foster Vargas situation.
Yeah.
I gotta have a run back. Just based on the fact that stepping on the foot situation and how close that fight was, that you edged that based on that knockdown call, I gotta have a run back. So bro, the public should be able to chime in and get a vote on these. You know who
the last people that got the people's vote in, like right after the fight? It was HBO. Now Showtime used to do it, but HBO they used to have it a live running joint, and at the end of the fight, they'd be like, this many people voted, and this percent.
Did that for that Matias that card where and that Nunez was on that card. I think they did a vote.
But Showtime is spotty with it though.
Yeah, they spotty.
HBO was doing it was consistent. Yeah. J7 said, bro, don't sleep on Stanionis. Ooh, he said, I think he upsets Boots or Virgil.
I told you, I think somebody thinking like I think. Somebody just thinking the same level I'm thinking. I don't see that to me, that's closer to 50-50. I respect Stanionis' physicality. He's not a dude that backs down. You know what I mean? He's not a guy that's playing the back foot, jabbing off the back foot. He's a come foot forward jabber like a Bivol. You know what I'm saying? Them Eastern European guys. So, you know what I mean? I respect Stanionis.
Stanionis has a top. Stanionis has a top 10 jab. Now, I'll tell you this. This is how I could possibly lose my $25 to vlog. If Stanionis can give me that jab and he can give me that half step either way, and I'm talking left or right. I'm not talking about straight back. I don't want him going straight back against Virgil Ortiz off the angle. If he can give me that jab and give me that half step either way, and he does that the majority of the fight, I might lose my 25. I might lose my 25.
I'm gonna be honest. I need something to back that jab up, and Jeff brought it up. So you get the half step movement. I need you counter. I need a counter. Nice strong body shot. Nice strong head shot or something. Some hooks. Something. Once you move. Get Virgil to react. Bing, popping. I need something strong.
You know what I haven't seen from Stanionis, and I wonder if he got it in his bag. I wonder he would do really, really well if he gets a 2-3 piece off and give me some clinch action like B-Hop do. B-Hop, older B-Hop,
like that.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking. It's different types of clinches though. When you get underneath, kind of like when the offensive linemen get underneath the defensive tackles,
you can't
go like
set.
this.
Yeah, get that weight off.
If you get under, you get underneath. They can't really fight out of it. So when you get underneath and you clinch like this, they gotta break it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I wonder if he got any type of clinch game, not holding. Clinch game.
I like the push off. I like the push because the way Virgil likes to do that high guard on similar to Winky Wright, I think you could push off on that and reset. That's another. Just use all of these different tactics to kind of keep control of the moments in the fight. To me, you don't do the same thing all the time.
But for Stanionis, if he's gonna give me a push, if he's gonna give me that shove, I need that quick hard shove. But then I need 2 steps back. I need him to get. He either needs to counter. He either needs to give me that quick shove and a shot, or give me that quick shove and give me 2 steps back and get completely out of range. Get real space out of it.
Reset.
Yeah, I need to see what Stanionis.
I ain't really seen Stanionis be a mover like that.
I haven't seen.
I only seen 3 fights of his, so I ain't seen him moving like that.
But that's why
he's muscular.
But that's why I'm like he believes in his. He's not the biggest 147, but he believes in his size. He believes in his strength.
Yeah, because he was toe to toe with my dude Batayev. You know, even though I like to say Budabayev. Still my guy. Yeah, but he was definitely coming forward because he had Batayev high guard. Nothing he could do. The jab coming. So Batayev was like, fuck, I can't even get off because I got to keep these here because of this jab.
Yeah. That's going to be a hell of a fight, though. Brennan Smith, he said, what the hell? Why Manny wants to fight Conor Ben and the zone wants to make it crazy. Just listen.
They both dudes that have been known to experience in extracurricular activities.
Yo, so a vlog. Conor Ben. Listen, Conor Ben just got promoted to district manager at GNC, bro. He just got the district manager, man. He up there making salary now.
Hey, why he get it? Because Manny finally retired.
Yeah.
Manny been suspected.
Yeah,
juicy juice, nigga.
Yeah, he
that been, good high C, nigga.
Yeah, he been on that juicy fruit for a minute. Straight
man,
up,
that good fruitopia. I know you remember that good fruitopia.
Straight up. T Fitty in the building, man. He said, I'm thinking about pulling up to Virgil Ortiz, Stanionis. Where is that fight? Where is that fight, bro? That fight is in, hold on,
Texas, I think. If they smart, that's in Texas. That's a Dallas fight to me. Stanionis ain't got no pull nowhere. So
is that a Showtime fight?
Nah, gotta be that. That's Dezan. Them boys fuck with Dezan.
Oh yeah, what am I talking about? I'm sorry. I'm thinking Stanionis and I'm thinking PBC.
Nah, the Stanionis ain't got that pull.
No. That's okay.
Showtime ain't rolling out no carpet like yo. We throwing the bag out. That's our guy. He gonna be over here. Stanionis ain't got the pull, but he's a recognizable guy. I think if he pulls this off, they'll do something with him.
Yeah.
Showtime will put a little bit into him. PBC, you know what I'm saying, really recognizing.
Yeah. To be honest with you, let me throw this at you. Real quick. Stanionis beats Virgil Ortiz. Can PBC get away with a boot Stanionis pay-per-view?
Oh, for sure. But I'm gonna be honest. Stanionis beats Virgil Ortiz, and we both expect both these guys to be sizey. I think he's a factor at 154 too.
Ooh.
As far as bouncing and trying to make big fights, pay-per-view supporting type of fights, I think he's a factor at 154 too. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to chasing these belts, fucking around with the dude Earl Spence, who trying to build up a Canelo-esque record towards the end of his reign.
And I don't
know why he's doing this, bro.
I don't think he's
why are you
down.
taking the Canelo route?
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back down. And you really playing with fire, especially at an older age when you flip flopping between.
He's an older. I think I think your boy is definitely 32. Over 32, over 30. 32. I know. Yeah, those are. Yeah, and you never know what those. You know, we ain't from over there. We don't know what their birth certificates look like. I don't know when the motherfucker was born. So he could be 35. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly, yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, but I'm just saying, bro. That's just weird, bro. That you find these guys that fit those realms. You know what I mean? Like a couple years ago, we had Harrison in that conundrum of, you know, he could be a factor at 147 if he really, you know what I'm saying, tightened up. And there was a nice lined up fight. You could have threw his name in that sort of mix of that one in betweener type. So I find Stanionis to be that guy. Big win. You could find a bigger fight at the next division.
Yeah. No, I agree. Brennan said if Japanese Monster wins, he is top pound for pound for me.
I can't even think about making a list right now.
Listen, Brennan, if he beats Cool Boy Steph and it's like a convincing joint, we really gonna have to sit down and have a conversation.
Can I be honest though? Yeah, I think they got a built-in situation. Obviously, if he loses, situation is you're going up in weight. You're going up in weight. Automatic.
I'll give you this.
And it's a scenario that sets up for a rematch that brings him over here.
I don't think he'll ever come over here. The bag is so crazy out there. I just don't see Cobra.
The bag is the boy. He done already fought over here. What you talking about?
But
he got as big as he is for fighting over here on top.
I ain't talking about that. I know that. I'm talking about the actual bag. If he loses let's run a scenario, right? If he loses the Cool Boy Steph, right? And Cool Boy Steph says, I'm not going to fight you unless you come to the States. And I think Inouye, the fighter, will be down, but his people is going to be like, yo, like, there's a major bag over here. You know what it kind of reminds me of, bro?
That leads you to respond with a question. Do you think the numbers that they did for the second Haney Kambosos would have been compatible to anything they could have put off here?
I don't think they could have done anything that would have came anywhere close to that.
To number two. I'm just talking about number two.
Understood. I'm talking about number two. It's just
number two didn't seem to be that big to me.
But it just goes to show that with Haney in the States, I could possibly see Haney and Kambosos at a couple of venues and it don't do the numbers it's supposed to do. Like, at least out there, it's gonna get some type of numbers, even if it falls short. It's kind of like you remember, like you take like Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, and we had that conversation. We was just like, yo, like if Clarissa Shields, like you gotta go over there, you gotta go get that bag. Yeah. You know what I mean? But Inouye, Brendan, I'll put it to you like this: the winner of that fight, you gotta have a serious conversation of where you're putting them on the pound for pound list. That's how good of a fight this is. And a lot of people had Cool Boy Steph in their top 10 anyway. A lot of people have Inouye in their top 5 anyway.
Hey, before we get up out of here, bro, we got to touch on this on the title subject, bro.
We've been cooking so much. We ain't even touching the title. Yeah.
Southgate, what's up with you, bro?
What's up, bro? Brennan, he said, I believe Gary Russell will win against Tank Davis. And why is Tank Davis in a wheelchair? I don't know, but to be honest with you, bro, like Vlog and I talked about that months ago too. And we said we felt like they announced the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight to sell his last pay-per-view, and we wasn't 100% sure it was done. And we was correct. It wasn't done. It wasn't done. You know what I'm saying? T. Finney said it's in Arlington, Texas on the zone. That's damn.
Soldiers had to be in Texas.
Yeah, gotta be in Texas. But let's touch on this before we roll out. Edgar Berlanga signs a multi-fight deal with Matchroom Boxing. For the people that don't know, that is Eddie Hearn country.
Can I tell you what happened?
Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's see if we on the same. Let's see if we on the same page. Go ahead.
Top Rank ran out of cupcakes for this dude. And the bag got so much that it would have cost them too much to bring in the proper name for him. And they probably didn't feel like even bringing that name in would have generated X amount of dollars to make it make sense. So I think they let him go for that. He ran out of. He was knocking cupcakes out in the first round.
What kind of cupcakes we talking about, bro?
I think the boy was on a diet cupcake, bro. They was putting sweet and low in this shit because he didn't catch a cavity or nothing. Yeah. He ain't catch a cavity or nothing, bro. So I think this Matchroom situation, he had fucking primo, because they got some of the best tweeners, the 168 guys, the 160 guys that could beat either. They got some of the good names over there, bro. Yeah, not the most elite competition, but remember, Berlanga's not the most elite power puncher. He's no Mike Tyson or anything of that nature. But he's fan friendly.
Yeah, he can give you John Ryder. He can give you Callum Smith. He can give you them two. He can give you Eubank. Like, that's a solid signing for Edgar Berlanga. That's a solid signing.
What's the board at Fort Yard? London? He can give you London.
Yeah, he can give you Lyndon Arthur. Yeah.
Lyndon Arthur.
Yeah, he can give Lyndon Arthur.
It's like I said, it's a couple names.
It's a couple names.
I like it.
He could probably get a Danny Jacobs fight too, because Danny Jacobs.
But I don't know. Hold on, I think they did Danny wrong because they didn't want to pay Danny no more. So if that fight was going to happen, it probably should have happened on Top Rank. Because Danny's a quote unquote free agent.
But see, the zone fuck with him though. The zone
fucked him in that John Ryder fight. No, because they didn't. If he would have won, then they would have had to honor the contract. But he didn't win, so they didn't have to honor the contract or give the extension that he was looking for.
Well, the thing with that, and that's a solid point. I guess I would have to ask, like, what was on the table before the Ryder fight in terms of
the Ryder. That's the thing. People during that fight, I remember the commentators saying a big win will put Eddie Hearn up against, the defense a little bit, or per se, what's the next move with Danny Jacobs?
Well, it's kind of at that time. So take yourself back into that time. Like, what was available for Danny Jacobs if he gets the Ryder win?
A situation.
You say it again? What you say?
Canelo, a rematch with Canelo.
Yeah, they were looking for opponents too, and they would have.
And to be honest, when Canelo was Canelo, the young upcoming stud, Danny Jacobs gave him one of his toughest fights. So that rematch wouldn't have been so. It wouldn't have been Elderman. What's the dude name?
Yildirim.
It wouldn't have been a Yildirim rematch. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It would have kind of made sense because Danny had his moments in that fight.
Listen, that's another guy.
I wouldn't do business with Dezan. The way they stole that fight from him, I wouldn't do business with Dezan.
Now,
and PBC probably got at least got a couple fights for him.
But I think, the thing is, like, I feel like PBC,
Danny Jacobs, really, and the winner of Benavidez. Great fight.
if you look at it. Danny Jacobs actually got more fights on that side of the street.
He did.
Even though Al was,
But but he did okay with Desire too. He had his great moments. I think the work, but I don't know if that was between both of them. Him and Gabe was out there bullshitting. So that was both their faults that night. But his worst performance on Desire to me.
Yeah, if you need, if you having trouble sleeping,
watch that fight.
Yeah, put that fight on. By round 3, you should be snoring something nice. Man,
sheep should be running around crazy.
There's a sheep race in your head right after round 3.
Yeah, that one, boy, that was a snooze fest, homie.
Yeah, that was straight
up. I do like the signing, though.
I love the signing.
I hope the compensation is close to what he probably wanted from Bob and them.
But the thing about it, bro, just to add on to your point before we go, now he can turn and he can make it international, and we can't even say that it's a European. Yeah, we can't even say. Yeah, we can't even say it's a European tour because we don't know how good Berlanga is. They legit fights.
Yeah, it's some legit dudes though. We're gonna find out. But that was a night. I like the caption. Opponent for Canelo. I like it. I like it.
You wanna know why I said that, bro? Because I think that's what Eddie Hearn used to get him to sign. And it's kind of similar to when Al had control of Floyd and Floyd was active. Any 147 that he signed, he probably was like, yo, down the line, you might be able to get Floyd. Like, you know what I'm saying? The guys are just signing. I think Eddie Hearn probably used the same thing. But even if he doesn't get a Canelo, he has a good 6 fights.
At least 5 to 6. Yeah, I say 5 to 6.
Even if you want to go up to 60, if you want to go, he does 68. Even if he tops out at 75, he got a good 6 to 8 fight.
Yeah, especially if you add 75 in there towards the end of I would say it's at least a 6 to 8 year deal,
bro.
Because he's a youngster, so you want to keep him for a minute. Win or lose, he's still a guy that's marketable. You still got that Latin Savoir Fair sort of thing going on with that community. They big supporters of they fighters, so that's a good advantage to Eddie. Because he got a lot of dudes that are kind of almost burning out on the roster as far as on the Euro scene. He don't got that build up. So you gotta bring somebody across the pond that can really, set the buzz again for that side of the fence.
I agree with
when Laura got over there, bro, him winning and losing at the same time, that title situation, he got a buzz going on over there. He been fighting over there consistently.
Yeah. For sure, man. That UK bag gonna be right for him. That UK exposure, if he plays it right, it could be a good look. It could be definitely a good look. But we're gonna close that thing out right there, man. Our 17 minutes strong. Come back, right, man. Right on time, man. Yeah. We definitely gonna queue it. We're gonna queue it back up tomorrow, man. We'll figure out some other stuff to really rap about. We just wanted to get back.
We gotta talk about it tomorrow. I'm gonna just put it out there right now. Can we get into this Wilder Fury 4? I mean, it's really
is that a thing?
Really
that's what they talking about. That's what
starting to steam up. So let's see what the news is flying around in the morning.
Let's definitely talk about that because I haven't even, like I said, I'm just getting these next couple shows. I'm just getting myself reacclimated to what's going on out here, and then I'll eventually have my ear right back where it's supposed to be. J7 says salute, guys. I'll tune back in. 7, if you're not, I'm almost sure I've seen you before, but if you're not subscribed, man, subscribe to Boxing First Vlog, subscribe to G5 Jeff TV, man. We'll definitely be back tomorrow. We're gonna be back just on a more of a normal schedule, and we'll get a schedule locked in real soon, locked in days and times and things like that, so y'all know when we pulling up to the block. You know what I'm saying? But Vlog, give me your social media, all that good stuff, good brother.
Man, well, y'all know me, man. I'm Boxing First Vlog. Use one on the gram. I will be getting back as I tighten my schedule up. Back posting. Still loving my betting on boxing. Took a hit from this football situation here recently, so I'm taking a step back. That's why you ain't really been seeing me posting as far as the betting situation. I just kind of, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I took a bad one, especially with the Super Bowl situation. I just took a step back, but give me another week or so. I'm gonna be back posting my odds and things like that, especially with these big fights coming up. And just sharing my 1-2 on that. So check me out on the gram. Hopefully they unlock my Twitter, because you know I'll be going ham on the keyboards and they don't be liking what I got to say. So they have blocked that Twitter, but that's BoxingVlog on Twitter. So if that's opened up, you'll see me back on there shooting my 1-2. I try to keep it politically correct, as the future unfolds for us. You feel me? Yeah, I mean, because I like to keep my voice out there. You know what I mean? But because I speak nothing but the truth, I'm just saying.
Absolutely, man. Y'all can find me all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything G5 Jeff TV. Like Vlog said, man, we gonna we gonna talk about what's best as far as like days and times. And VP Shane, we gotta get him in the mix as well. And T Finney. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get the schedule together, and then we'll make an official announcement on the days and the times that we gonna jump on. And even if it's a situation where I'm busy, you like Vlog will queue it up, or Shane will queue it up, Finney will queue it up. You know what I'm saying? So just definitely be on the lookout for that, man. We appreciate you guys, man. So on behalf of Boxing First Vlog, man, your boy G5 Jeff TV. This is episode 156 of the Goodfellas podcast. 157 coming up tomorrow, man. Appreciate y'all.